Okay, second time lucky. I hope this works because yeah, I just went live a minute ago and I've never had that happen before, but it just took me straight off live. So yeah, I have I have no idea about that, guys. Like, did something touch my screen? What went on? Okay, but I'm here. I'm setting up. Today is the full moon in Gemini, so whether you join me for this live, whether you watch this back, I hope you will be able to take some guidance, some help, and some hope from this live that I'm bringing for you. So, just one moment while I set up. Okay, let me try and type. Let me check my chat is working. Yes, I can see my chat, so it is working. Right. Okay, so it feels like a while since I've done a live, weirdly. So let's get into it. Today, full moon in Gemini. So I am also just looking at my notes. I've got so many notebooks. That is just such a me thing. But I don't know, because I feel like sometimes there's certain things I want to remember to say or to share. So the best way for me to do that is, yeah, literally, just literally sharing that with you guys. So, okay, let's get into it. Now, if you're anything like me, I have my herbal tea ready as well. Ooh, this one's nice. I think it's raspberry leaf, strawberry, maybe hibiscus as well in here because of the red. But at the time of the full moon, like, grounding is super important. I feel like today already I've done several grounding practices. I've done a walk in nature. What else have I done? Oh, I had to have like sleep for two and a half hours or something like that, just because it was so tiring. Like, sometimes that just happens energetically, guys. Like, you gotta listen to your body. Like, if you've been called to rest or to sleep, just do that. Just like honor your needs, because that is obviously going to help you most. Can you loud? Oh, okay, someone said they can't hear me. Ooh, let's check my speakers. Hold on. I do talk a bit quiet sometimes. Wait, can you hear me better now? Yeah, let me know if you can hear me better now. Okay. So, also, it's funny because on my screen anyway, it's not actually showing me if anybody is watching or not. So, maybe it's a little technical glitch. We are still nearing towards that. Wow, we're out of Mercury retrograde technically, but we are going into the shadow period. Probably for another week or so, I'm gonna say. I haven't got the exact date to hand. So yeah, technical glitches, communication stuff can still be a little bit of an issue. Okay, right, so sound is better now. Okay, perfect. Let me just return that up a little bit. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, guys, before I go through the details of the full moon energies, I'm also going to talk, obviously, a little bit about that astrology. I'm going to touch on the numerology side of things for this month as well. And then I will do some mini readings as well for anyone that may be interested. So, of course, if you're new, then like my video, please. Subscribe if you feel this is the type of content or information that, of course, you may be interested in. And yeah, you can let me know in comments too if you would like a mini reading. I will explain a little bit more about that too. Okay, someone else said, hey girl, you're so pretty. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I recognized you guys before, so I don't know if you've been on my lives before, but if not, you're totally welcome. So today, you can let me know in comments actually how you are feeling, how the energy's feeling for you. I was just saying in the beginning, earlier in the day, it just super wiped me out. Like I had to sleep and recharge, but I just listened to my body, and of course, we just have to do that if we need to. I also think today is it's a super moon, which means it's bigger and it's more energetic and it's more powerful, basically. So some of us that are more sensitive, we may feel, of course, that energy like more intensely, I'm gonna say. So because it lands in the sign of Gemini, Gemini, of course, rules communication. So what I'm gonna say with that is just be mindful. Be mindful when you communicate with others, okay? In your communications in general, because like I say, still been in that shadow period a little bit of the Mercury retrograde. It could mean communication is a little bit more challenging for you. Kind of depends. Also, December, if I look at it from a numerological perspective, get my words out properly, it is also a universal 3 month. 3 is actually all about communication too. So this full moon is really, you can see these divine synchronicities, they're all lining up. The themes and the energies are aligned. Knowing these, I always say, gives you that little bit more insight. It helps you just to plan and navigate your life more easily. And when stuff's going on around you, you just feel like, okay, this is why. You may not feel so completely like you're losing the plot. So be mindful of when you're communicating with others. Now, this full moon, of course, is going to amplify your emotions. So I will say with that, if you are feeling more emotional, more sensitive, just take a couple of moments just to pause, before you respond. Maybe think about it through, write down what you think you want to say, maybe go back over it. And then if you still feel the need to say it. But sometimes processing it and thinking about it can actually be most helpful. So yeah, just give yourself a little pause before a response. Now, Gemini is also going to bring through change. And this is another theme I feel coming up for a lot of people. So if you're listening to this, you're watching this back, I feel like change is actually going to be quite a big theme. And having been able to have an ability just to surrender to that, and to be in a space where you can more easily adapt to the energy as well will be most helpful. I saw it the other day. I just found a wet £5 note on the floor, and I was like, whoa, out of nowhere. And whenever I start finding money, it often happens quite a lot. But for me, that's a sign of the universe is communicating with me. It's giving me the signs. And obviously the number 5, because it was a £5 note, of course 5 is about change. So I was like, whoa. And of course, I know these things are aligned, because when normally the weather's so awful, there's no way it would be staying in one place for me to just, move something and find it, So it was just the divine synchronicity moment about that change. And I just checked myself, and I was like, yeah, it made sense. So, just be open to that too. You might also find issues from your past, even your childhood may arise that come back up. So give yourself plenty of time, space to process those things. I also want to say with the childhood thing too, because it is tying in with that number 3 energy, you're your inner child. Seb in the 3rd letter is also to do with child and communication. Those are things that could come up this month. So nurture and honor your inner child. And if you're called to deal with maybe past memories or things that are arising, honor that and know, guess what, this may be a good time for you to focus and do that. So yeah, just be kind with yourself. And if you need space, take space and have space. That's always important. And also it's about, a full moon for me is always about using this energy to release what's no longer serving you. Now, some good ways to do that is obviously journaling, writing. That's, of course, I'm always going to say that, because that's one of my go-to methods that can just help you express things. And you're going to hear yourself in, a slightly different way than what you normally would. And just remember as well, anything is possible. There's no right or wrong. Doing things like gratitude lists as well. But yeah, I always think a full moon when the moon's in the sign of Gemini, that is a really good time as well to to write, to present, maybe sociable stuff actually, because it's to do with communication. It is that sociable energy. Studying, reading, you know, making connections of any type. They are always perfectly aligned to do on a Gemini full moon, because Gemini is that more sociable sign. So, you know, maybe you're actually finding yourself being a little more sociable. And of course, depending where you have the Gemini placement in your astrology chart, will maybe highlight a particular area that maybe is of more focus to you at this time. So that's, if you know anything about your astrology, that can be good too, just to look up your astrology placement and see how that falls for you. Obviously, you know, I said I'm going to do my live, and I'm doing that exactly on a Gemini full moon, which for me, I'm like, oh, that's good alignment. Always pushing myself out of my comfort zone just to connect and to share the information, to communicate. Because yeah, you don't grow, you don't get better at anything, or you don't get more confident in anything if you don't practice it. And you know, the more you do of something, so like, let's say there's something you want to try or do, if you never go out and do that, or you don't join that group, or you know, you don't interact with those people, you're not going to get more confident at it. The confidence, funny with the letter C again, which is another theme for this month, that comes from the more you do something. You know, like when I first started doing my videos, you know, I didn't really want to be on the camera, to be honest. I still get awkward about that. So yeah, I always, if I'm funny about where I look and stuff, or yeah, it's because it doesn't really feel that natural to me, to be honest. But I had to build my confidence with speaking, hearing myself back, which for me always feels really weird when you hear your own voice back. You know, you cringe at your own voice, or you don't like the sound of your own voice, but you do it, you know. And then I would just record things, then I will do things, maybe just showing my cards that I'd be using. And then, you know, as it goes on and, you know, you build your confidence, then okay, I can do like showing myself on the screen. You know, it does take time. So, you know, you might want to consider in your life what areas are coming up to enhance your confidence within. The same too, if I've ever done like, I've been to different spiritual development groups and stuff, it's always so nerve-wracking when you first go. You're like, oh my God, who's going to be there? You're having to speak in front of other people, and it's like, oh, I get so awkward, and I'm not a loud person either, unless I really need to be. But like in groups or in a lot of people, I'm not loud, you know what I mean? So even that is out of the comfort zone, having to speak or express yourself in front of other people. And then you're trying to think about what you're saying, but then you're also worrying, oh my God, what are they thinking? What are they thinking about me and whatnot? So, you know, all those things can take over and actually be really quite challenging in the moment. So I'm going to say that. Now I did write in my video description, if you guys can see it. I'm not sure if you can, because I did have to restart this live. I don't know what error happened. Now, one of the things I was speaking about is a full moon. I use that to release things that are no longer serving and surrender. So when I explained that earlier, part of me going to sleep for a few hours was actually surrendering to, guess what, I'm tired. I'm also overwhelmed, and I had a lot going on, like mentally, thoughts. There was just so much going on, and I didn't want to sit and keep giving to that energy. So I decided to surrender and go to the dream realm. And, you know, I had loads of vivid dreams, loads of notes I could write about those, loads of things happening in the dream world. But in that moment of me surrendering to what's happening in the physical world, which I couldn't control, going to rest and being in the dream realm was actually, that's releasing that control that I didn't have. And I can only do so much. I think it's always about finding that balance when you're trying to bring things into your life, whether you're trying to achieve stuff and do stuff, you can only do so much. The other kind of side of things is just divine timing. Are things meant to be for you? So, you know, release the control. So I'm also this full moon going to look at other things maybe I want to release. I think I mentioned earlier as well, Gemini, it rules like your shoulder area too. And I'm mentioning that because for a long time, I'd been having a pain in my left shoulder, and I've written about this in my December newsletter, okay? If you're not signed up to that, that's linked in my YouTube profile on my Substack account where I write. I write about stuff, because it's one of the things I actually really like to do, and it's really quite healing for me, and you know, a way to help others and connect with others too. So it's slightly different from YouTube, obviously, because that's me talking more, but yeah, the writing side of things. And I wrote about it in there because of course Gemini is ruling that particular body part. So another reason for the rest was just to surrender to that, because emotionally, when we are carrying burdens, or you know, we're weighed down with things, even the heart, the chest area, so this shoulder, and I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna let it rest, because otherwise it was getting so painful. It was like really painful to even move. So sometimes again, it's just about letting go and being like, right, I don't want that pain anymore, I want to let go of it, and then see where it takes you from there. Okay, so because I can't see if anyone's on the live, if you are, let me know in chat if any of this is resonating, how you're finding this full moon, and of course if you would like a reading as well. If you miss this live, you can email me too, and I might still be able to do a little mini reading for you. When I say mini reading, it's usually a card pull, or I just tune in for a couple of minutes, or if you have a question or an area you want any guidance, you can ask me. Obviously I say what comes up, I just tune in using my senses. They're mini readings, okay, so they're free. So yeah, you can let me know. If you do want a mini reading, you can let me know your name in chat and your question or the area of guidance you would like as well. Oh, let's have a look. Is that Margot? Yeah, I think Margot, I think that's you. You've written a bit frazzled and out of sorts. Okay, yes. Yeah, I totally get that. It's a horrible feeling, isn't it? I had to do it the other day for this. I don't know if these things ever help you, but I had to do a salt bath when I put all my essential oils in. I just had to lay in the bath, and just sometimes like that feeling of being cocooned by the water actually did help me to relax, but it doesn't switch off the mind. So if you're anything like me and your mind is literally just like psh, 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 you know, it's a lot to deal with, isn't it? So yeah, it's crazy. I hope you get to feel a little bit better, Margot, but just see how you feel, you know, and just, yeah, I hope you feel better. Sending you lots of love. But yes, we can do a reading for you too, Margot, of course. Let me get my notepads out. Let's have a look. Right, I'm gonna get a new page for you. Yeah, also before I go on to the reading for you, Margot, I'm just gonna talk a little bit. Actually, I'll talk about the numerology after, for this month, because I did mention it being the 3 energy. Oh, actually, Margot, this is tying into your reading. Knew I needed to tell you. So good job you're on the line, because I can tell you it. Now I said I was going to send you something because your personal year, with your birthday coming up, right? So I said to you that you're going into a 3 personal year. I calculate from birthday to birthday because I personally feel that's most accurate. And I said to you, didn't I? I'm sure I said I was going to send you something on it. I'm still going to do that. Let's have a look. Hold on. Let's have a look. I'm trying to find this page because I've got a book here, so I'm going to send it you from there. But you anyway, Margot, I know it's coming up for you that there's going to be a change in things. And as I'm saying this, yes, your temporary vibration for the next year that you're going to be in is about travel, change, rewards, success, and new worlds. So lots of positive things on the horizon, okay? But it's about you as well making way for that new that's going to come in. You know, that newly revealed world, how things are going to look for you. By the way, Margot, if you had a question or a particular area, or did you just want general guidance? Because you know me, I'm going off on one here. Yeah, I think things are going to successfully complete for you, for sure. change is going to happen. Now, it could, if it's not a physical change in your life, it'll be to do with your thinking and your thoughts. So these are all things that are going to be on the horizon, okay? But I will, on the positive side of that, but on the challenge side, again, like emotional troubles can come up. So, okay, Margot, right, general's fine. Okay, perfect, yeah. Yeah, the challenging side might be the emotional side, but on the flip side of that, there is a lot of potential for change, for growth, for rewards. Basically, it's your time for your rewards. You're good to come in, okay? This is going to be a good year for you, I feel it. But yeah, let me put my other pen in there so I remember. Now, let me write your name down. Okay, someone has wrote, what did I think of Will from season 5 of Stranger Things? I've actually never watched Stranger Things, so I can't even say on that one. I think you've planted that seed in my head. I think maybe I need to start watching Stranger Things. Would you recommend it? Do you think it's any good? Is it going to be one of those things I end up getting addicted to? Because I do really get addicted to watching seasons and I binge watch. So if you think Stranger Things is a good one, if you recommend it, then I may start getting hooked on that. And then I can see who this Will dude is, because otherwise I don't know. Right. So, Margot, let's have a look. Right, I'm going to go to one of my card decks first for you. Just going to use the Moonology deck in the theme of things with this full moon. Right, tuning into Margot for her highest vibrational. Good. Ooh, gosh, a few cards already falling out, but let's have a look. Whoa, okay, Margaret, this deck is supercharged for you. Like, so many cards of literally 2 cards just fell out of here for you. The first one being, it's a full moon in Libra card. Here we go. All on the theme of the full moon. So really use this to just like be letting go of things you no longer need. But here we go. Full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Now that is what I was picking up and sensing for you. Now, as you can see here with the Libra scales, this is about balance, okay? It's also about justice, you know, when you see the scales in justice. And I feel like things are going to be coming into more alignment and more balance for you. It's also the sign of partnerships, the Libra energy. So it could also be to do with relating to someone else who's very close to you. Can even indicate new relationships or other important relationships changing somehow. Perhaps maybe coming to an end or moving to new levels of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to you, you know, sometimes it is for a reason, sometimes it's just for a season. You know, it's a bit of a cringy saying, but you know the saying. So if anything in your life is ending right now, then that is the right time. That is guidance for everyone, by the way. If there's something in your life that happens to be ending, whether that's a relationship, a job, just thoughts, anything that's like coming to a climax at a full moon, and it's like, that is your time to just let go of it. That is your biggest sign that don't hold on to something that's not right for you. You know, stop like fighting to hold on to something. But even in a professional situation, I feel like this win-win is coming for you, okay? So try and see things, I'm going to say, more through the eyes of love. That's going to help change your perspective on anything that might be challenging you. But also you have to be firm. You know the Libra thing? Firm but fair. And be firm in your decisions. And I feel like a time to really focus on yourself, nurture yourself, love yourself. Have a look. Let's have a look. What else am I seeing in this card for you? yeah, I feel like connecting to a little bit of faith as well. It's got my favorite purple in there. Purple is your 7, your crown area. So connecting to faith. I'm saying that and I feel like, have you been doing something different with your hair? Because I feel like I'm rubbing my hair. Maybe there's going to be some kind of change in the hair department. I feel like that is maybe coming through for you a little bit there. Then the other card you got is interesting. This is emotions are running high. Oof. I mean, I know you did say at the beginning, things were a bit, this is the supermoon, and crazy coincidence, not synchronicity. Tonight is a supermoon, the last supermoon of 2025. It's powerful, guys. It's bringing through a lot, okay? Super intense energy. So I feel like at this time, if there is anything that's really getting to you, now is the time to really be like, you want to put this to bed. You really want to work on releasing this, because when you step into the new year and that new energy, oh my God, wow, got my hair cut 2 days ago. Oh, wow. Even that is symbolic, you know? There's a reason I always have really long hair, guys, and I don't like to cut my hair, because when you change your hair, cut your hair, grow your hair, style your hair, however you do it, hair is connected to our crown chakra. So many different like cultures or religions, hair will mean different things. It's a part of us. It's like our strength, it's our faith, it's our connection to the world. So the fact that 2 days ago, around the time of the full moon, you had it cut, you are energetically shedding what you no longer need in 2025 to be able to move forward into 2026. Whew, interesting. Okay, so key things to take away with this one about the emotions running high is resolutions are coming for you. If there are any questions you may have or you're thinking about, resolutions are coming. There is exciting things ahead. Try not to let things maybe like take over and feel really like, you know, the emotions. It's easier said than done, because I'm the worst for letting emotions take over. But try your best, whether it's, and I'm gonna actually, this is what I'm gonna say in the ritual, because I wrote it in my caption. Sorry guys, I always do this. I jump from one thing to another and I know it's annoying, but I've got one here, but I haven't got a lighter to hand. So this is a huge candle. Actually smells nice, but scented ones I can't leave on for long. This is probably symbolic of the weight of stuff I have to let go of. So light your candle. Okay, because I'm pretty sure everyone has a candle, even if you get a tea light candle. And what you're going to do is you're going to talk to your candle, and you are going to speak into existence all the things you want to let go of, all the things that are worrying you, weighing you down, literally, because the weight of this candle is a lot. How much? Yeah, two and a bit kilograms. No wonder it's kind of heavy. So you want to light your candle and speak your worries in, talk what you want to let go of. And when you're doing it, say, for my highest good, from the highest good, because you can't go wrong with that then. You know, your spirit team, the universe will know what's best for you. And as you speak it in, then I want you to sit and just watch the candles for a little while. Get into that kind of meditation zone. Meditation is going to be super important this month too. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just sitting there with your thoughts, you know, focus on your breathing. And then when you feel ready to actually release, that's when you're going to blow out the candle, and you're symbolically and energetically then going to let go the smoke, open a window and allow that stuff to be removed. That is going to be most kind of healing and powerful, I'm going to say. And that's such a simple little ritual thing to do, but is so powerful when you do something like that, because it really connects you. So I wonder, Margot, as well, trying something like that, if that may be helpful with, like, you know, releasing things that you want to. Even just actually as well, sitting out under the moonlight, I think might be, you know, quite nice and beneficial for you. So those were your 2 cards from the moon deck. I'm just going to go to one of the deck for you. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, I also, at the beginning when I was tuning into you, Margot, I don't know if this was for you. I can make a note of it. I just started writing down like Eva, the name, Eva, something like that. So I don't know if that could be connected to you, or that might have been for someone else. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm now just going to a different deck of cards for you, Margot. Can see someone else in chat, Cheryl. Hi. Let us know how you're doing on this full moon. And if anyone else would like a mini reading, drop your name, your question in chat, or if you just like general guidance, you guys can let me know. So, Margot, let's have a look. Right, let's ask for another card. What message do we have for Margot's highest vibration? Ooh, vibrational good, Margot. This is so aligned. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. You guys are not going to believe me when I show you this card. Freaking look. You got the rewards card. What were we just saying for you? What was I just saying about your personal year you're about to go into is a time of rewards coming through? Look, oh my god, and it's number 30. It's that 3 energy. Oh my god, look at that beautiful fresh mango. It's symbolic of, you know, the fruits of life. It's your time to reap your rewards and your goodness, and also embracing that kind of yellow. I feel like as well for you, Margot, embrace brightness, bright colors. Go out and buy some new artwork. Bring some new color into your home. What else can I say to you on that? Decorate, declutter. I feel like it's a time as well for you to really express you, okay? Feel into, because that's going to look different for everyone, because I'm in my personal 3-year too, and trust me, it's a weird feeling, like, because you're wanting to express new parts of you that maybe you don't even know exist. But this one's super powerful. And maybe even mangoes, because they're in the card. So there might be some goodness in the mango that you're being called to go and get, okay? Let's just take a little look what they've written. Okay, so I'm going to share with you what's coming up in here. So, congratulations and well done. It's time to relax and celebrate. Allow yourself to reap some rewards for all your positive actions and intentions. Yeah, I do feel it this year for you. You're going to be getting rewards come through. The universe is an abundant and unlimited place, and it would like to share some of its goodness with you now. So, in a world where many of us are always focused on getting things done, we often forget to slow down and enjoy the fruits of our efforts. So rewards can come in many forms and are waiting there now to be harvested. From life's tree, like ripe fruit, ripe fruit from the tree. Maybe a friend or partner has offered to do something nice for you in the past and you still haven't made time to accept. So maybe you keep promising to reward yourself with some time out and a bit of pampering but still haven't done it, or it's about making time in your awareness in your life to let the rewards come. So what message would you prefer to keep sending to the universe? Are you too busy to enjoy your rewards that keep coming for you, or are you going to welcome them in? So slow down, and I think really just get back in touch with yourself. And, you know, really congratulate yourself for everything you've been through, everything you've done, but be open to receive your rewards. Don't be fixated on an idea that a reward should come in the form of maybe money or a limited view, because that can sometimes cause you to miss beautiful things that are right under your nose. Obviously, money is exciting, but there are other rewards as well that, you know, this can bring through for you. They might be smaller, more simple things, but I really feel for you like this is your year. This is your year to tune into you, your personal power, your energy, your expression, the rewards, all the goodness, and experience life and really make it a focus this year for you to enjoy things for you. You know, whatever that looks like for you, bring your enjoyment in is what I'm going to say with that, Margot. Like, I hope that resonates for you. I really hope that does. Okay, you can let me know in chat if that resonates, and if there is anybody else on the live who would like a mini card reading, let me know in chat. If there's not, I'm probably going to pull 1 or 2 collective card messages as well, because like I say, I don't know what's up with my screen today, but it is not showing me everything. Okay, Oh, and Margot, if I haven't showed you already, I'm just going to show you because how cute. Tarot card deck of cats. So I'm just like going to show you guys some of these because you're welcome, Margot. Yeah, I know Margot's another cat lover like me. So literally, look at all these cat cards. I'm like obsessed. I'm just gonna randomly pull you one, but I'm not gonna say I know the exact tarot meanings for them all because I don't really use tarot in that way, but ooh, look at this one. Okay, so you can always look this one up, Margaret, but you got Knight of Chalices, okay? So in this card, you are gonna see there's a beautiful white cat. Then you've got I think it's a tortoise or a turtle, anyway, and it's going through water. So to me, that's like emotionally, like it's been a really long, hard journey. And obviously tortoise are really, really slow. They move slow. So because they move slow, it's like, I know certain things might take a longer time, but the bright cat kind of looking out towards the future is your sign to just keep going, because I feel like it's a really good luck symbol. So yeah, I just really want you to embrace that, and that slow progress is better than no progress. Okay, I love that saying. It just came to me to say that to you. And also tortoises or turtles, whatever this one is, they live really long. So it's like you're in it for the longevity, I'm gonna say. And also, like, I feel like you have a lot of healing and wisdom that you could also share with others and stuff you could do. So I just thought I'd share that with you because I actually forgot I even had this deck of cards out. I need to reassess and look through some of my card decks because honestly, like at the moment, I've been struggling to find all my card decks. I can't wait to get like a new bookshelf organised and have them all out. Oh, that totally resonates. Oh, that's so cute. So glad. Oh, look at this cute one too. Like, honestly, because I'm so obsessed with cats, like any deck I can find now that has cats on, I want them. Oh, look under the full moon, these two little cuties. And it's so weird actually, because when I just went out on my walk, I saw a white and ginger cat looking at me from across the road, and it was just staring so hard. If I didn't have my dog with me, I probably would have been tempted to go over and say hi, but you know, I'm always telepathically talking to the animals. Okay, so this is the last call. If anyone would like a card message, a mini reading, if you missed the live, don't worry, you can email me, but you can just drop a message in chat. I'm just going to pull a collective card now for the month of December. Let's have a look what's coming up. What does the collective need to know for December? What message do we have to give right now? As I said, message. Look at these synchronicities are going off the charts. Look. I just have to laugh because it's so magical. Like there's like 40 something cards in there, and then this one comes out. Look, messages. This is number 20. So this, pay attention. If you are getting messages, don't dismiss these little signs, okay? Whether it's like how you find a feather on the floor, like there's always meaning to these things. You know, think about how many hours there are in every day, how many days pass. You know, how many little things do we just not pay attention to? You know, as I used the example of me finding the money earlier and whatnot, but you know, your angels, your guides, your spirit team, they're always trying to send you messages. And people, I think sometimes, I don't know if it's a human thing, but I don't know what people are expecting. Like they're expecting something to just drop down from the sky and be like, hey, newsflash, I'm here. Like, no, the messages are often actually going to come in smaller, simpler ways. Also, if you're resonating with this is your call that your own spirit team, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your loved ones, for your highest good, they are trying to make contact with you right now. You might be aware of it, you might not. Or maybe you're actually going to meet someone new soon. So pay attention, because there's a path you've been led on, you're following, and there is a reason for that. And consider the areas of life you have been requesting guidance on recently, because this is where those messages are going to show up for you. Okay, so positive signs you might receive. As I've mentioned, finding a feather, maybe a rainbow, Maybe it's lyrics from a certain song that might jump out to you. Maybe it could be a random stranger, just like me, listening to a live tonight, that might say something that actually you've been thinking, and this might confirm it for you. You might pull your own deck of cards. Maybe you find something in there that comes out to you. Maybe you do it through automatic writing. Maybe you write a question down, carry that notebook around, and then boom, you might just suddenly get the idea come up. You know, that flash of inspiration. I get those all the time. It's often your guides coming through to tell you it. And as I said, meeting a complete stranger. Maybe they deliver a helpful message to you. You know, maybe you're stood waiting for the bus and someone strikes up a conversation with you, and within that there is a meaningful message. So just pay attention, don't dismiss things. Anyone in your life could be the bearer of that great wisdom too. And also I think it's as well sometimes when you're not trying too hard to get the message, and you just, the natural flow of the world and the universe, and it comes through for you, and those messages then come. Okay, so have that little bit of patience, because 2 is also about us having the patience, but also, yeah, this divine connection and just finding balance with that. I think that's a beautiful message, actually. It's really nice. And on that note, I'm also going to say this quick little numerology bit on it. But as I said, I have written more about this, I think, in my newsletters and on my Substack page. But I don't know if I'll get around to doing a full YouTube video on it, so I'll talk about it on here. So, December. We add 2025, then we add the 12th of December. So 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? So it's a 12 month. 12 is also equaling 3. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of numbers. 3 is connected to your solar plexus area, okay? The top of your kind of stomach area in between your belly button and your heart, okay? That's that area. It's connected to the colour yellow. So this month, if you are a 3 life path, maybe you have it as your soul urge, your destiny number. Maybe you live in a 3 house. Maybe, like me and Marco, you're going to be in a 3 personal year. There's a lot of ways it can show up for people. What I will say is you will feel this energy then more intensely this month. It'll be maybe a bigger time for you in your life, depending what's going on in your life. So you might be called more to focus on healing the area of the stomach. I did a really in-depth blog about this, but yeah, it could show up, you know, with what you're eating, your gut health, you know, things like IBS, the bowel. So really have a look at as well what you're consuming, because I know it's that time of year, the festive time, we can all get carried away with consuming things maybe we wouldn't normally, or we shouldn't. But listen, if there's stuff going on in your stomach also communicates to you. That's what the gut, you know, that gut instinct, your intuition is all about. Even the words gut adds to 12.3, gut health adds to 12.3, gut instinct adds to 12.3. I've literally got it all written down here, guys, as you can see. Like, it's powerful stuff. This is no coincidence. Like, you know, this is alignment. Every person I've read for or know with the 3 energy in their life path, they all somehow at some point do have problems in that stomach area, because if we don't express ourselves, okay, if we hold in loads of emotions, or we're taking on all this emotional energy of others and everybody else, we can start to then, you know, where's it going to go? It goes to that stomach area. So it's very complicated, and it's one of those topics I feel like I could talk about forever. If you know you're called to ask me a question about it, or you want to email me something about it, you know, I'm always open. I love to talk about anything to do with numbers and helping people and whatnot. I do love it, but I will say, be mindful. And if you may be having problems with your gut this month, just really look at, are you trusting your gut instinct? Your gut instinct is the first feeling or thought you get. I'm going to give you a very basic example. Let's say I go to look on someone's page, or I go on someone's YouTube video. I will straight away, probably in a matter of seconds, already get a vibe on if I'm going to like the person, what I think about the person, maybe the intentions of the person. Yeah. But then then you'll go logically, oh, well, it sounds like they're saying the right things, or you know, then you'll logically try and tie into that, is what I'm saying. But your gut instinct is that first thing you get. Like, let's say you first meet someone, what's that first, if you suddenly felt scared, pay attention. If you suddenly felt excited, pay attention, you know. Or if you suddenly got a feeling like that person's no good for me, but then you still pursued, or you've gone against your gut, if that makes sense. So if your gut's playing up, really tune in and listen to that. Use this month as well to, as we were talking about, expressing, writing, arts, crafts, all the fun things as well, because they're all connected to that 3 energy. 3 is about joy, bringing fun into your life, that childlike energy. You know, if you've got kids, play with your kids, make the most you can with them, or heal your own inner child. But being in that childlike, more fun energy, you know what I'm saying? That will be really beneficial to you. A lot of people we see as well in, you know, like the acting world. You know, someone did mention a Netflix show earlier, but, you know, actors, people in drama and TV and stuff, they'll often have strong 3 energy somewhere, because, you know, words like actor as well, I've written it here, and writer, like they all add to 3. So these people, that's in their destiny to be doing that line of work. As it's that full moon in Gemini, again, communicating, socializing, doing things on a platform. This month, will be beneficial to all of you that love to write, express, communicate, dance, sing, whatever it is. Yeah, but I will say as well, try and like avoid the other side of it, which is the drama, the negativity, the energy drainers. You know, that the emotions is good, but sometimes it can really take over. Some people could really be on the moody side of it, and then it can just totally bring you down. Not that it's always controllable, because I know firsthand emotionally, we can't always control what we're trying to, the emotions, you know, we can only do our best. So they are things to bear in mind this month, that are themes that may show up for you. So, you know, I've been drawn to it. I do feel definitely to be doing more creative things and fun things as well. And trying to find out, like, what does fun mean for me anymore? You know, because when you're at different points in your life, fun can look different. You know, a few months ago I might have thought that was fun, a few years ago that might, and it's now finding like, well, what is fun? And it can be really hard when there's so much else going on that takes us away from having fun. Or, you know, sometimes it's the simple things like watching a good movie, surrounding yourself with nice people, or playing a board game, whatever it looks like. There isn't a right or wrong, but it's, you gotta find, you know what I mean, what matters to you most. So I hope some of that resonates anyway, guys. And don't, as well, ego is connected with the 3. So I'm going to say as well, don't let your ego block you from things, or don't let your ego take you away from what's really you, what's really in your heart and your soul, because the ego is often the front that goes out to the world and this and that. But just be you, be vulnerable, try your best. So yeah, I haven't seen any other messages come up on chat, and I can't actually even see if anyone's live. So on that note, I'm gonna finish up then, guys. Unless if there is someone you desperately do want a reading, of course, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna hope you all have an amazing December. Not sure what videos I'm gonna, if I'm honest, I have creatively, I think, been feeling a little blockage of what I should put out on YouTube or what I should do. I will say I'm probably leaning more in towards doing my writing at the moment. So we will see how that pans out this month. So if you don't want to miss out on the writings, you know where to find my writing. It's linked in my YouTube as well. And of course, again, when I set out with the writing, there's no agendas. It's literally, I write what I think about, what I feel in that moment or that day. Maybe I get channeled something to write about. Maybe it's emotional. Like, guess what? That's me though. There's all these different wonderful sides. So yeah, and I kind of like that. And I think I struggle with that too, because even on my YouTube, I was like, I can't stick to just doing one thing, because I feel like for me as a being, there is so much more to me than, like, let's just say moon stuff or astrology or numerology or emotions or mental health. Like, there's so many things that interest me and I like to talk about and that are part of me, and I don't like to stick to one thing, and I don't really like labels either. So I definitely do struggle, and I think I never like, even if I was having food right now or ordering food, I don't like to be restricted to just one thing. I don't know what that's about, but yeah. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the full moon evening. Hopefully gonna go sit out and hopefully I get a glimpse of the moon again tonight. Great time to charge my crystals and my cards. I'm gonna do that, do a little moon bathing, just go out and talk to the universe. I actually love doing that, just going out and talking to the earth. And I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm gonna see how I feel tomorrow, because as we know that the energy of a full moon always lingers a bit. And also I'm gonna see what dreams come up. Don't know about anyone else, but as I said, mine have been pretty crazy and vivid the last 2 days or so. So hence why my notepad's been out, ready to make note of those things. Oh, you're so welcome. And just catching up on chat there. But yeah, have an amazing full moon, guys. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and sending you all lots of love and blessings through these challenging times. And I shall be back again with another live at some point soon. I will probably drop a link to it or write it on my posts when I get around to it. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Lots of love.